there everyone, it is Milwell here and I am back to talk about this mega event coming, which is World at War. Essentially going to be something similar to the Negan event but different in a way. Hopefully they've learned from the mistakes from the Negan one, but time will tell. You have a chance at either an epic Jesus or epic Dwight. Now it says or in the message, so whether you can complete both collections and actually get both of them, I'm unsure at this stage. In the message it's hinting towards you can only get the one, but you know, you can't really go off too much off Scopely's messages because they're not always correct. Now, as you can see, going to happen in 5 parts. Basically going to happen through roadmaps, tournaments, and special event offers and things like that. So, very similar to the Negan one, except you're going to have these keys like Survivor keys, Hilltop keys, which is going to open up different roadmaps for you to win the things that you're going to need to finish these collections here. And as you can see, World at War Survivors is the first one, which is the one you're getting out of the Survivor roadmap at the moment. This is the one you're completing. So I've already completed the first act, so I've got the 3-star Rick already for this collection. Got to get the Rick's badges up, which you also get those through raids. They're now dropping in raids. Even before that, you know, the token event has ended, they're actually dropping Rick's badges instead of the Telltale tokens anymore. But whatever, they never really do finish things off properly, do they? And then you got Rick's hats, which you can also get from the roadmaps. I haven't seen them drop in raids yet. Doesn't mean they won't, but at the moment only Rick's badges are dropping in the raid, so I'd say the hats are probably going to be roadmap exclusive. Now basically, once you complete all this collection here, you're going to trade Rick in with the badges and the hat, so they're going to consume all that, and you're going to get a 4-star Rick, which is down the bottom. This is this guy here. Deals 300% damage, minus 40 defense for 2 turns to up to 3 enemies. Not bad. Neutralize. You know, overall for a 4-star, it's not a bad tune actually, but you're going to be definitely trading this one up for your chance at the 5-star. If you get stuck with this one, if you've not got a huge roster, then this would definitely be a good tune for you. Has a very interesting weapon also with the self-healing, which gives you a better chance to regain 100% HP and plus 50% defense for 1 turn. So that's pretty interesting. That's actually a pretty nice feature to be having. It also has attack and defense. So that's the first collection. Then you move on to the big 5-star collections, and as you can see, you got a chance by getting some Negan markers, also some Rick markers, old comics, you need one of those, and then you need a couple of 5-stars, so you need, here we are, we'll start from the start and actually look at these things. So you're going to need, like I said, the Negan, the old comic, the Rick's marker, and then the 2 4-stars at the end. You got a Dwight one here, and then you got the 4-star Rick one, which you're going to get from trading in your 3-star Rick one, which you get from the Saviours Act 1, and you're going to basically upgrade to a chance to get this epic Dwight, which is down the bottom, and we will definitely check these characters out and see what quality we're sort of getting. As you can see here, not good quality at all for a character, and definitely a big letdown after the Negan collection. These are not the same quality characters by any means. Very low stats in regards to attack. Actually, the attack's fairly decent, I guess. The defense is horrible, the HP is pretty horrible as well. Deals 600% damage, minus 80% defense, and stun for 1 turn to 1 enemy. That's pretty disappointing, that rush. 45 AP, I'm not a big fan of that rush. I just feel it's got a lot of things to only be doing it to one person. That's just pretty disappointing. All melee teammates get plus 30% defense and a very large bonus to AP when taking damage. Now that is a nice leader skill. That is a pretty nice leader skill and sort of makes up for that fairly average rush there. This is a 4-star Dwight. As you can see, it's sort of like the Negan event where they're just downgrading so the rush is essentially the same, but they're just downgrading the stats and things like that. And then you move on to the other collection, which is where you can get your epic Jesus. We will check him out and sort of have a little comparative to that Dwight, but as you can see, Negan markers again, old comics, Rick markers, and you need a 4-star Jesus and a 4-star Ezekiel, which, you know, you sort of haven't seen yet, but the events just started. I say they would be in roadmaps like the rest of them. Jesus, I should say. Up to 3 teammates regain up to 50% of their max HP and recover from stun and bleed. And it's got the Guardian specialty stat, which I'm not a fan of at all. So that's your Jesus. Like I said, as long unless you get stuck with these characters in regards to you don't get enough to get the 5-star, then you're not really going to be keeping these characters. Then you got a 4-star Ezekiel here, got the command feature, 275% damage to a line of enemies, and all teammates get plus 70% defense from what I just saw. So, you know, like I said, these 4-stars aren't overly that bad if you looking for certain specialty skills and things like that. They're not that bad, but you don't really want to keep them. You want to be trading them in for this guy here or your epics. Epic Jesus here deals 350% damage to one enemy. This character regains up to 40% of their max HP and revives one teammate with 40% HP. 45 AP, definitely a better quality attack or rush compared to that Dwight. I quite like that rush a lot more. Does damage, heals himself. A bit disappointed he's only healing himself, but that's okay. And he revives. So if you don't have a reviver, this character is going to be, you know, catching your eye a lot, and you're going to be if you don't have a revive, you're probably going to be focusing more on getting this character than you are that Dwight. All ranged teammates get plus 30% HP and 24 crit. You know, that leader skill's not bad, but it isn't that great. Definitely this epic Jesus wins the adrenaline rush race in regards to the Dwight, but Dwight definitely has the better leader skill. So it's going to honestly depends where you have holes in your rosters to which one you prefer. But like I said, if you don't have a revive, this Jesus is going to look very tempting to you. Whereas if you're looking for a quality leader skill, I say that Dwight, especially with the melees, that Dwight will look very, very nice too. You know, defense and then the huge bonus to AP when taking damage. That's pretty quality leader skill. So, you know, they both have their pros and cons. This Jesus, once again, is fairly low in the stats. He's got less attack and slightly, well, his defense is about on par with Dwight's, but then his HP is a bit higher. But both of these are fairly average epics. They're not OP like that Negan was by any means. So I guess the attainability of these characters is going to be a lot higher than the Negan one. But whether you can actually get both of them, I guess we'll only find out in time, because it's sort of unclear in the message. It says all, so I don't know if you can get both, but they're fairly average characters, so I say you'd probably be able to get one of them easy enough if you work for it, whereas the Negan event was very dependent on luck and only a few people got it. But as always, I hope you did enjoy it and get on cracking on those epics. Bye.